Good afternoon. It's Joy here. Hope today's finding it all really well. It's kind of chilly in my area today. Um, Working around the house a little bit. I thought I'd take the time to do another video. I'm kind of making up for all the ones that I didn't get to make, but there's been a lot of things on my mind that I know that there's a lot of people in my YouTube channel and people around in my environment that don't aren't aware of things that are going on around them and in the world, and uh, they don't watch the news. They don't watch or listen to a lot of things on the YouTube channel, so they are not aware of a lot of things. Now I have to say that there are a lot of things on YouTube channel that um, a lot of conspiracy theories and stuff like that. And when I come across what I feel could possibly be a conspiracy theory, I go ahead and I do my research. So what I'm going to talk about today is, and I'm not telling you this to scare you. I mean, a lot of people might really enjoy uh, what the WEF is talking about, Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates and all of them. And it's a consensus that they've come up with that it's a good idea um, for how to set up um, people's living arrangements and stuff. And so first of all, I'll say you need to be prepared. Now, I'm not completely prepared yet, and heaven knows I don't know what I would do if what's coming or what's the possible could be coming if they finalize it. And I know it's going to take some time for them to do it, but what they're talking about is 15-minute cities, and that's where they take cities. Now, I'm not sure how they're going to do it, whether they're going to build new buildings. And of course, you got a lot of people, a lot of landlords that have houses and apartments and stuff like that in your cities. And um, whether or not they're going to reconstruct that first, or they're going to go ahead and try to work with it the way the houses and stuff are now, and have to work with the landlords to do it. But they're talking about um, gathering people up and making us live in 15-minute cities. That it only takes you 15 minutes to get from your house, like if you need to go to the grocery store or what a doctor's office or whatever. So, say for instance that where I live now, uh, there's a big city of Youngstown. I don't know, about 27 miles from me, and they take that and set that up as a 15-minute city. And that if they set that up as a 15-minute city, they'll fix it so that if you got to go to the if your doctor's not in there in that particular city, so we'll use me as an example. Okay, my doctor right now is only like 7 miles from me. And so, but if they direct me to live in a 15-minute city, and it's going to take me longer than 15 minutes to get from the city to my doctor, then I'm going to have to get a new doctor, because everything's going to have to be in that 15-minute arena. Grocery shopping. I would say your 15-minute city don't have a grocery store within that. But they're going to make sure that there is some sort of grocery store in there. But say your favorite grocery store is um, 30 miles away or 20 miles away or something like that, and you can't go to it anymore. Um, how, I'm leaving a link in the description box talking about and how they've some of them are planning on having it happen, but anywhere that you can either walk, ride a bicycle, possibly drive your car, but the main purpose is to keep everybody congregated, and they're not using their car and the emissions for um, the global warming thing. Um, so you don't use your car enough to put off emissions and carbon and stuff like that. So how do I want to say this? So here's the thing: are you prepared, or is it going to do any good to be prepared? Now, I live out in the country right now, and I live in a camper. Now, if it got to the point where they make us do that, and we're not already in the city, see, that's going to be hard on a lot of people. I mean, if I had to go into an apartment again, no, that's like I'm going to have to do a whole new adjustment, because here's the thing: if I'm not liking that, but that's what they're doing, and that we don't have no choice in the matter, then I'm going to have to change my way of thinking. Change my way of thinking to that particular thing. That I mean, it sounds like it sounds like a nice idea. I mean, everything within 15 minutes of you, but that's possibly not going to work for everybody, and so I don't know how you prepare for that, because am I prepared? Well, I guess mentally, I think I could be prepared, and because is it going to take away any of my freedoms? Well, possibly. Maybe I wouldn't be able to grow a little garden. Now, right here where I'm at right now, I could grow me a summertime garden. I have me some cucumbers and tomatoes and stuff like that. Real tomatoes, not the tomatoes that you get in the store now. And then come winter time, I can grow me some winter vegetables and stuff like that. I mean, I just got a little area there, but I could do it there. So, but I wouldn't be able to do that in a 15-minute city. So I'm thinking to myself, how do we prepare? How do we get into that mindset that if it does come, how are we going to adjust to it? Well, me for one, I laugh a lot. In fact, I wasn't, had a week there. I wasn't feeling good. I was really in a lot of pain and everything. And my sister called me and she said, I called to find out how I was doing. She said, "Well, you sound like you're feeling better because you're laughing." And then here's she don't really know me at all. And I said, "Well, I laugh. I laugh whether I'm so sick I can't even hold my head up in the bed because if my funny bone is triggered, I laugh. I can't help but laugh. So I laugh all the time anyway. But one of the things I do like to do is watch funny movies. And like I showed you the other day about I got the Roku, and I had an older one, so I had to buy a new one. The older one needed updated, and it wasn't being updated. And there's an issue. Now I can say that the Roku is a one-time deal, but if uh, if you have one, I mean everything, all the technical stuff needs updated all the time, all the time, all the time. But I do have the Roku, and a lot of people have the smart TVs and stuff like that, and the Fire Sticks, and or even the antennas. But your regular outdoor antennas can't get you the things that where you learn a lot of stuff that's going on because uh, the real media, the like, and I'm not going to name any names, but they don't. They're really not. They don't tell. They don't tell too much about what's really truly going on out there. Um, but I watch funny movies so I can laugh. And by the way, laughter. The Bible does say, which I don't want to get into religion or nothing like that, but the Bible does say, a merry heart. No, how's it say? Yeah, a merry heart doeth good like medicine. So if you're laughing a lot and feeling that joy of laughter within you, um, that that will give you some good feelings and good vibes. And the more you feel good, um, the better your environment will be for you. So, and the more you can think better and straighter. So, if you laugh a lot, then you can sit down and think and find a solution to your situation. Like right right now, right now, what can I do right now to prepare and be aware of what's going on around me? And don't fall for anything either. I mean, if you're gonna watch YouTube, uh, don't click on anything just to find out uh, whether it was clickbait or something like that. But you got to think logically. You got to think all the variables that could possibly happen, and be aware. And a lot of people are not aware of what's going on in the world or around them. A lot of people just stick their head in the sand, don't want to know. They just want to live their daily life. It all seems well and good right now, or they're too feel too sick or too strapped for money and different things to think about anything else. So I think if we start with um, downsizing with all of our uh, possessions that we've grabbed onto for 30, 40 years, and it's just stuck away someplace where you don't even know you have it. Start downsizing that stuff. Find a better way to eat other than the processed foods that the stores are selling. And I I I I don't eat some of the things that I used to love to eat. Now I have tried some of it lately, and it don't taste good at all. So I've got myself down to very little and as healthy as I can possibly do it. But um, prepare by listening and knowing what's going on around you in the world and the United States. Uh, watch the watch the housing market. Understand how much it costs to rent. Now, New York, places like that are much higher than it is in the smaller cities and smaller states and things like that. Um, it can get pretty expensive where I'm at. Uh, uh, let's put it this way: some of the houses that used to cost $425 and $450 a month, and those were the landlords that didn't fix much of anything. $425 and $450. They've went up to $600 and $700 a month. Now, people that are on a fixed income, that's going to be a little difficult unless you prioritize things. Okay, your rent, no matter what, you have to pay your rent. If it's $700, you have to pay it or find something cheaper. And that's not going to be all that easy because it's hard to find somebody to help you move if you don't have family and so forth. Now, the younger people out there, they live in the bigger housing states and stuff like that, and they like the fancier houses. Well, they say they're going to have a mind shift, a mind change, so that they'll be satisfied with a $450 house that don't look fancy and all like that, and learn to downsize. Because whether we like it or not, we're in a society, a civilization that there's people that want everybody to be like them. And if you're not like them, then you're an outcast. Which then, if you're an outcast, then you end up on the streets, houseless, in your car, in a van, uh, whatever that is. Now, I don't know and I can't tell you how people are going to react to a 15-minute city. Now, there'll be a lot of people that like it, or there'll be a lot of people that don't like it, but they're not going to say anything. They're not going to do anything about it. They're just living for today. Now, here again comes another glitcher. We are told just to live in the now. Eckhart Tolle, he's one of them, and a lot of. Let me see it here. Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. Um, he talks in here about staying in the now. When you're in the now, think about now. Now, there was a great man back in the um, Hebrew and Israelites and all of that talked about now faith is. Right now, this moment. What you got to deal with right now. Don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about 10 minutes from now, because all we have is now. So, okay, right now is all I have. So what can I do? What can I do to prepare for what could possibly come my way? The 15-minute city. Now, would I like that? Well, in one sense of the word, I could like that. I've always said I would like to have a house right next to a grocery store so I didn't have to go anywhere else. But then on the other hand, if I don't, I have a hard time walking. So how would that work out for me? I don't have my doctor right there, close hand, how would that work out for me? So, and that goes for anybody. How would that work out for you? Now, if it would work out great, All right, then fine. But still downsize because more than likely, if it's a 15-minute city, then you're not, and however they work it, you're not going to be able to have a whole bunch of junk. And to them, it would be junk. So I'm just saying, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to let you know that what's the possibility that could come your way. Now, we could sit and think all day long, change your thinking about things. And I keep saying, keep quoting Henry Ford that says, well, if you think you can or if you think you can't, you're right. There's a certain amount that we can do, but there's still people that are in charge of the civilization, that the society, that their ideas and stuff is not going to coincide with my thinking and the thinking positive and everything like that. I have to be strong enough in my belief that it's going to turn out the way I need it to turn out. So, and if I don't believe it, then what they want for my life is going to happen. So I have to believe that all is going to be well with me in my life. Um, so a lot of the, the Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Um, let me see here. Um, Dr. Wayne W. Dyer, Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. And you can, there's just so many. And I just picked up uh, another book by Louise Hay. Now, I've read this before, but this is a different cover and everything. The power is within you, in your thinking, and the power to think outside the box and all that kind of good stuff. So I've got a lot. I got a lot of good books here. Um, the Power by Rhonda Brim. She wrote uh, uh, The Secret, also The Law of Attraction. Now, the Law of Attraction happens to be um, in the 12 laws of the universe. So again, you can. I did put the link to that in one of my other videos, but if I can do it, I'll put it in this video too. But um, anyway, prepare. I mean, be aware. Be aware and conscious of what's going on around you, because that's the problem. That's what happens with a lot of people in life. They're not prepared for other scenarios that could come their way. I mean, even through no fault of ours. Nothing that we signed up for, nothing, but just because we're in civilization. And so just be aware of what's coming, what could possibly come. And so if you're not one that wants to live in a 15-minute city, then I would start doing the research and see what, like I said, it may never make it because we might get um, the people might wake up and finally decide that's not going to work. So like I said, I don't want to scare you. I'm not doing this to scare you. It's about being prepared. It's about thinking intentionally, living intentionally. Know what you want, know what you don't want, know what you like, know what you don't like, and know yourself. Better than anything, know yourself. So even all you younger people that swear up and down that us boomers are ruining your life, well, we only did the best that we could do, and we did work hard. We had to work hard. I mean, else it's not any different than it is today. We still all have to work hard because that's the way society, that's the way civilization is set up. So, what I'm going to say to all you younger people that don't like the system, that don't want to have to work a 9 to 5 job, you're young enough yet. You, the ones of you that's went to college and got degrees and stuff, be the one to make the change. Do something. Don't sit and gripe about it on TikTok and YouTube and cry and boo hoo hoo. Do something about it. I'm 80 years old and my mobility is bad, and when I'm in pain all the time. But if I don't want a certain something happening in my life, I do my best to think outside the box, of which civilization is the box. So remember that. We got the power up here. In our mind, between our mind and our heart, we can figure out a solution. As a man thinketh, so goes he. So, again, I'll leave you with this. Change your thinking, and you'll change your life. You all have a great day. I love y'all. And I'm sorry again if I offended anybody. I don't mean to. I don't want to. I want to keep my channel safe so that I can reach everybody. And so I ask you to like and share and comment and whatever else that's going to get these videos out in algorithm so people can see it and know and understand that there are things going on around us that people are oblivious to because one, they don't watch television, they don't watch news, they don't watch YouTube, they don't anything. They just live their simple little life or their dramatic life or just trying to survive or whatever the case may be. So don't try to force people to listen or anything. Just let them watch it if they choose to watch it. If they don't choose to watch it, whatever. Everybody has to awake at their own speed and be aware of what's going on. So y'all have a great day. Love y'all. Talk to you later.